Down goes Bin Laden. Y'all know what happened to that dude. May 2nd this year, shot dead in a little private residential compound somewhere in Pakistan by U.S. Navy SEALs and American troops, and it was orchestrated by President Obama. Everybody, not everybody, some people are screaming bloody murder, moan about former President George W. Bush should get fully credit, not Obama. All I gotta say is this: don't start something and let somebody finish the job for you. You can fight it out however you want. I don't care. I mean, Osama Bin Laden needed to go. He was the sole reason why 3,000 or plus people were killed on 9/11 10 years ago. He just had to be exterminated off the face of the planet. And let everybody know who are in the terrorist group, this is what happens when you mess with the United States of America. This is what happens when you commit crimes on the U.S. soil like what Osama Bin Laden did. I'm sorry, you're going to be exterminated. And for people to sit there and say, well, you shouldn't disrespect the dead, we shouldn't be celebrating this and that. I'm not a big fan of celebrating the death of a person or disrespecting the dead, beating a dead horse. 90% of it's just wrong every way, shape, or form. But in this rare case, Osama Bin Laden, yes, you're allowed to celebrate. Well, unless you're a Pittsburgh Steelers running back, Rashad Mendenhall. I found an article a few days ago. You can check it out if you want to. And he found himself in a hot water because of what he tweeted on a Twitter account. Said, "What kind of person celebrates death? Have you been listening? It's amazing how people can hate a man that they have never even heard speak. We have only heard one side." Jeez. Oh boy. And he said something else and everything. Yada, yada, yada. All I gotta say is this. Everybody, including professional athletes, are allowed to have an opinion. If you're telling me they're not allowed to have an opinion, then you're wrong. You're taking away their freedom of speech. That's what you're doing. But professional athletes who speak their mind, let them have their opinions, stand by what you say. Don't run. If you do, people are going to look at you in a negative light. And that's all I'm going to say. Now, next up, the Carolina Panthers. I saw the draft. I did not see every single minute of the draft. I saw, some of it, including them getting Cam Newton. I like the picks. I'm not one of those fan base in the Carolina Panthers group sitting there crying, screaming bloody murder. Oh, this sucks, blah, 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 blah. We just have to wait and see how they pan out. But Marty Hurney has a tendency to butcher the trade, butcher the draft, and this and that. But I'm gonna give him one chance, just this chance to prove that those picks pan out. Because if they don't, he's gonna have to go. Now, as for Cam Newton, I'm gonna wait and see if he becomes a really good quarterback, not a franchise quarterback, a really good quarterback. Because if he doesn't pan out in 3 or 4 years, he's a bust, a bust. That's just me. But the constant nitpicking of Cam Newton is just out of control, out of this world for the negative reasons. I mean, it's like people just can't find anything. They just can't find better things to do just to nitpick this dude. Seriously. Grow up. Ay, ay, ay. Is it just me or he sounds like Magic Johnson? Cam Newton. I don't know. That's just me. As for the schedule, I saw the ESPN's Sports Center special. When I saw that the Carolina Panthers had the toughest schedule in the league, I just wanted to cry and in a little corner. But other part of me feels like, okay, it's a challenge. I want to see what the new Panthers, can do with Ron Rivera and the mostly brand new coaching staff. So I'm not making any predictions. I'm gonna do that next month. If I do, or July, it's gonna be AFC, NFC South. So here's the thing that's really jacked up. Why is it that the Carolina Panthers they just had the worst schedule, the worst record in the league, 2-14, mind you. Now all of a sudden they have the toughest schedule in the league. Now you got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots and Arizona Cardinals have the easiest schedules. What is that? I can see a Super Bowl champion like the Green Bay Packers. They're in the top 10 of one of the toughest schedules in the league. So I don't have a problem. But you got teams who are super duper elite, like the Steelers and the Patriots. And I'm not going to say the Colts because they're good, not great. They get this easy schedules. It's like, really? Wow. Even the Arizona Cardinals, who finished last, dead last in the NFC West, have the easiest schedule in the league. And I'm not joking. I'll post a link if I can find the article or whatever, I'll post in the link in the description box. Y'all can look at it. It just blows my mind. There's some Panther fans will sit there and say, well, the league is out to get my favorite team. I don't believe that. But they want to make the Carolina Panthers suffer a whole lot more. But yeah. A little bit on video games. I understand what the Sim Standard are about. They want simulation football. They want to see that in Madden and everything. And they feel insulted by Ian Cummings and Donnie Moore because of that podcast they made. I think it was somewhere in December of last year where they were put on blast by those two guys because of the quote-unquote nitpicking. In my opinion, I'm going to say like this. They have legit criticism, but all of that is being taken away by the constant nitpicking and this and that. It's like, don't you people realize it's a video game? It's not going to be perfect. If you expect perfection, I'm sorry, it's destined for failure. You're gonna be prepared. You better be prepared for a disappointment. That's where I'm trying to get at. Nothing is perfect. Nothing. If you expect it, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And they constantly, the Sim Standard put the All Pro Football 2K8, the ESPN NFL 2K5. I understand why. And Backbreaker, which is an arcade game in my opinion, in this damn pedestal. They're the standard of simulation football games. It just drives me nuts. I just can't deal with that. And I just stopped watching their videos. This constant biased BS and the nitpicking, showing negative Madden videos and the praising of old football games like 2K football games and Backbreaker. It's like I said, it drove me nuts. So there you go. And as for the Crysis 2, it's mediocre. I play it. I'm not good at first-person shooters. I know that, but the game itself is mediocre. The hit detection and the lag is just downright pathetic. Players abuse the cloaking on the nano suit to the point it's downright irritating, not fun. And the story just didn't make any sense at all. So I give it a 5 out of 10. That's just my opinion. You don't like it, go somewhere else. So with that, throwing the peace sign, you know what to do. SA17. I'm out. Thank you for listening.